Customer dropped off their bird's nest fern to see if we could fix it. Let me show you how I do it. First thing I want to do is remove it from the pot that it's currently in. Okay, and let's take a look at the root ball. Whenever you take your plant out of the pot, it's a good idea to assess the health of the roots, because the health of the roots is the health of your plant. All right, this isn't looking too bad. It is quite a small root ball compared to the size of the pot, but I don't actually think that is a problem here. And you can see that there was some soil actually in the crown of this plant. So the soil around it was getting wet and then climbing through capillary action into the crown of the plant. So we have a little bit of crown rot going on right here. I'm going to start removing all of the dead leaves from the plant. And just like that, we're starting to look pretty good. I don't see any root rot going on right there, which is a fantastic sign. You can see we have some browning along the leaves right here. This is going to be due to sunburn. This is when your plant stays in too much sun for too long. We see this happen very frequently this time of the year because we are going into the fall month, and the sun is actually lower in the sky than it was in the spring and summer months. So if you had this plant in front of a window, or maybe it was outside while the temperatures were appropriate, the sun is starting to get lower and we're seeing a lot of this burn show up with our customers. So keep in mind that you might have to adjust your plant's position depending on the time of year and depending on the light exposure. Now I'm actually going to reuse this pot, but I'm going to use it as a cache pot, a cover pot. This nursery pot right here has a lot of drainage, which is going to help, especially as we approach winter. It's appropriately sized for the plant, and they can just slip it inside this decorative pot and you can't even see it. Now these bird's nest fern will grow best in a bright light scenario, but they can do medium light and low light as well. They like to retain moisture around their roots, so I'm going to be using the houseplant mix from repotme.com, who sponsored this video. Visit repotme.com. They have tons of good soil selection, just about every type of soil that you could need for any of your houseplants, including your orchids. They have very high quality soil for you to get you, so you don't have to worry about messing that part of it up, which is something we see a lot of. Now, I've just placed a little bit down below in my pot right here, just giving it a good base, and I'm going to make sure not to put soil in the crown. You want the soil level to not come up to this crown where all those leaves are meeting right there in the center. Stick that down there like so, and then we backfill. Don't forget to slap that pot. That's going to get all that soil settled in around those roots, just like we like it. Get it down in there, make sure there's no soil on the crown, firm it in, wiping away any soil that kind of has settled right there. And there you have it. How to repot the bird's nest fern.